When you think of Germany in the 20th century, you probably think of a mighty nation that was constantly under the leadership of an authoritarian regime that looked up to expand its borders. Today I plan on changing that by liberating the German workers and putting them in their rightful place in charge of leading their nation and not being exploited. But before all of that happens, we need to take care of a certain mustache man, Chop Chop, which triggers a change in leadership and opens a small window for political instability that we can take advantage of. Us being based in Gigashed, we pick side with the party that's most popular with the people and rush in to hold our front, making sure to push toward the wolf's nest, first and foremost, to make them answer for their crimes against the German folk. And make a strategic maneuver and split them in half, making sure to clean up the leftover resistance in Pomerania. Now that we have secured our northern frontier, we hasten our approach down south, cutting off the pathetic attempt of the corrupt conservative elites of overrunning our nation, and aim toward delivering a decisive blow toward the remnants of the old regime in Hamburg. Finally, we can put our full focus on educating the people of Bavaria on the importance of unions and social welfare, and they embrace it with open arms, offering little to no resistance to our cause, which finally puts end to this silly war that's called civil. It's time to spread the revolution to the entirety of the world. Many will oppose us, but that is a challenge that we must take on with full stride. We like to do a bit of trolling here. First, we need to intervene the ongoing Polish Civil War. Perhaps their ignorant leadership could learn a thing or two from our volunteers and decide to adopt our ways. It seems that in an effort to retaliate against us, the Nordic countries decided to form a defensive alliance, stating that they must stand against our radical ideals and put an end to them. But we will not allow them to strike first. We will go on the offensive and prove to them our superiority. Though they amassed near our border like barbarians, thinking that they stand a chance with mere numbers, we still managed to push through and inflict a disastrous defeat on them, encircling the majority of their armies, which left their homelands wide open. Now that we have liberated the Scandinavian workers, we can pull back our attention to Central Europe, the Balkan nations, and Poland have proven to be a constant source of strife and instability, but today we will put a change to that. Even though they cower behind their forts and bunkers, we easily push through and force them to adhere to our new order. While we were busy on other fronts, the corrupt elites of so-called free nations, such as France and the UK, decided to launch an imperialistic war that aims to enslave the whole of Europe. But we will not stand for it. We will punch right through into their meager defenses and cross the North Sea to prove to them the righteousness of our cause. But even though that we were victorious, we cannot allow for the fascist governments to spoil our momentous achievement by claiming it as theirs. So we blitz right through the Romanian nations, assimilating them into our new ideals of a nation without borders or nationality. Now that we have assimilated the majority of Europe and Africa, we must strike firmly against the last stronghold of capitalism in the New World. The workers of America must be freed at all cost. But smelling blood in the water, the remnants of the world elites decided to form an alliance and strike us in the back while we were crusading far away. Even our own so-called allies of Colombia ended at war with us, since they couldn't abandon their foolish ideals of nationality, hurried to the front with what we could have mustered in such a short time, and bunkered down, waiting for our troops to return from America with new reinforcements. And then struck right into their hearts, making encirclement after encirclement, lowering their numbers bit by bit. until we were near the gates of their lair. But still, the Russian foolishly kept throwing men to the meat grinder, hoping to stall the inevitable. But our Japanese comrades came in to assist us against the Chinese, so that once we eliminated the Russian threat, we quickly had an area from where to strike from. LARP aside, the US and Russia war were done by me at 2 AM and ended at 4. When I capitulated Colombia, I had to use both of my 2 brain cells to muster enough brain power to micro the entire front. Alas, we emerged victorious from the Great War, and could finally march south to liberate the remaining workers that were being enslaved in South America, and even assimilate our own former Japanese allies. Now all that remains is to purge the last stronghold of authoritarianism, and the world will finally be free from its corruption. These are the templates that I used in this run. I hope you guys enjoyed today's campaign. In the next video, I will try to survive as Bulgaria in Kaiserreich against a potential four-front war. The video should be out by Monday. If you are new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe. This has been Kaguya. Have a wonderful day or evening, and goodbye.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.